right, what's going on, everybody? Gaby Card Stacks here. Got a good amount of mail. I'm headed out for the week, so wanted to get through this so I can upload it. Got some fun stuff here, just some ESEs, and then some stuff that I bought from Discord, Ryan's Discord. We'll talk about that. And then DC Sports 87, another stack. I've been stacking with them weekly. I think that's just kind of my thing now. We'll see what I've been buying. All right, first one up. Odell Beckham, Topps Gold Paper. I've just been buying Topps Chrome, Topps in general, Topps Gold Paper, numbered to the year 2015 right there, and Odell Beckham 2015. So this kind of hit a bunch of criteria for me. Cool card. I think it was like 15 bucks, and I don't know if there was another one listed. So that was kind of why I ended up purchasing. Just a cool card, cool image, serial numbered. We'll see if it's gradable. Probably not. The paper is super tough, but I am an enjoyer of 2015 Odell Beckham Topps Paper Gold, Topps Chrome in general. I like it. All right, next one, Makai Lemon Gold Lava Auto to 50. Bought this. I sent the best offer out for like 14 or 15. I like Makai Lemon. He's a freshman, 5-star kid out of Los Alamitos. His quarterback was Makai Nelson, now at Boise State. They signed at USC together. Something to watch out for, perhaps. And I like Makai Lemon. I just like where his prices are for 15 bucks. There's one at DC Sports Auctions last night. I thought I was going to win it with $12. It ended up going like $16.50. For a gold auto of a freshman who had a lot of promise, like 2-3 catches for 73 yards in the bowl game, in a Lincoln Riley offense with Miller Moss. We'll see what happens with that offense now going to the Big Ten. I like Makai Lemon. I was going to say Malachi Starks. I like Makai Lemon just as a little prospect play. Didn't play a whole lot. He was switched to corner, or they were thinking about switching him to corner for a little bit. Just their wide receiver room was so deep. They brought in Dorian Singer. He couldn't crack the 5 deep. There were a lot of guys that just, Deuce Robinson was, in and out, I guess. He should take up a bigger role. Zachariah Branch. I'm blanking. I think they've got probably another receiver to. That's going to be a loaded wide receiver room, though. So I like Makai Lemon. I think it's worth a shot. Chad Ochocinco, 2010 Topps Chrome Orange. Nice color match. I like the Ochocinco on the cards as opposed to Chad Johnson Orange. I think this was the only copy on the internet. I bought the 2011. There's another one for like $5 or $6. I sent an offer. They countered at like $5, basically full price. So I'm going to pass on that. But again, Topps Chrome color match enjoyer. Really like these. 2010, not my favorite design, but I do like kind of the script for a lot of the teams with the logos. And here we are, more 2010s. So just a lot of Topps in general here. Steve Smith, this is a nasty image. I have the blue version of this. One thing to be careful about with the 2010s is that there's like a lot of fading on the card. This one does not have it, but it basically, there's a nice little scratch. Is that a scratch right there? I don't know. Maybe a microfiber will take care of that, but nasty image with Steve Smith. I have the blue. Been looking for a gold. That would be sick, but I do like the color match, and that kind of holds me over until I do find a gold that I'm willing to go up for. But this image as well, there's just some cards like Ray Lewis, or no, is it Ed Reed? Ray Lewis. Ooh, I don't know. 2009 has both Ray Lewis and Ed Reed. Like that image goes for a decent amount. The 2011 Ray Lewis, obviously Odell. This one as well usually sells pretty well or is at a high price. So if you can get them cheap, if you like that player, I like Steve Smith and I like the image. I think that's cool. But I love the blue. Would love to upgrade to a gold at some point. But again, color match, I think definitely worth it. All right, little Kevin Casey Concepcion. NC State receiver, freshman All-American. I don't know if he had 1,000 yards. I could see him having like 800, 900. I could see him having like 1063, 1100. I'm pretty sure he had like 1143 is what I'll guess. But I wouldn't be shocked if he had like 856. We'll see. Screenshot will be up. I'm kind of vibing with NC State a little bit right now. I mean, I don't know. We're just kind of there. I've looked at their schedule a lot. Pretty favorable. They got Grayson McCall. I'm 50-50 on him. He's just kind of regressed each year. Injury kind of held him back. And then he lost his head coach, Jamie Chadwell, who went to Liberty. Now you're seeing Caden Salter put up the numbers that Grayson McCall was at Coastal Carolina. Something to think about, NC State, it got Brennan Armstrong last year. He didn't really do too much. Or no, he was there for a while. Or no, yeah, Brennan Armstrong. Who'd they have before that? Who had transferred to, who was that? Devin Leary. Devin Leary was at NC State. Then he transferred to Kentucky. And then they brought in Brennan Armstrong, who I was optimistic for, didn't really do super well. And then had a freshman All-American receiver, though. I think it was like under $10. Unlicensed or not, I'll take it. He is an On It, and I do think I have an On It auto coming. On It doesn't sell super well. I don't think people just really know. It is licensed, though, so we'll see if he's in Bowman University, but I like the white just to match the jersey, I guess. KC number 10. Something to look out for. So I'm kind of high. I wouldn't be shocked, honestly, if NC State wins the ACC. I'm not in love with any team. Miami, I guess. Louisville really took a dump for me personally when they lost Penny Boone, running back. Where was he from? Toledo? He was Toledo. And then he just hit the portal after spring. I don't know if he didn't crack the depth chart. They brought in Chaney, who fumbled the ball for Miami against Georgia Tech. Was it Georgia Tech? When they should have kneeled the ball down, he was the one that fumbled it. So if you're going in, he's running back one, yikes. They did have a really good transfer portal year. Clemson, they're going to have talent. You just don't know what's going to happen with Cade Klubnik. Florida State, I'm not in on at all. You cannot lose all that NFL talent and then replace it with what they did. Nope, I'm out on Florida State. And is there anyone else? Virginia Tech, people are high on with Kyron Drones and all their returning production. UNC's got a pretty easy schedule. They could be interesting. I think that's it. Georgia Tech's going to be fun, but they've got a brutal schedule. They're going to be the best 6-6 team in the country. All right, so this I bought on Ryan's Discord. I've bought from there a few times over the last few months. I really am not as active as I once was. When that first kind of started blowing up, that was probably October-ish, I would say. I was in it all the time. I was making deals. Now I'm just like, I'll take a peek in there every now and then just to see what's going on. I have been buying a little bit more, making offers and seeing what's in there. I do think it's a great place to buy. I think it's a great place to sell. I'm not an active seller. I don't actively price my cards, take photos, and shoot them out everywhere. It's just, I'm going to list it on eBay, forget about it. I'm sending it to ComC. I'm going to forget about it. If it sells, great. So that's my approach, really. But if you're active, buying, selling, this Discord is great. My link has been down below in my description. It's $15 a month. Pretty good. If you're interested, let me know. I'll pay for your first month so you can try it risk-free. Just make sure that we get in contact before, just so we can kind of set all that up. But I bought this. I was just roaming around. I think this is 4th of July break. My son fell asleep on me. That is dangerous. I spend a lot of money when that happens. I paid maybe $100 shipped for all this. So Mason Taylor, Sapphire out. I do like him. I thought he was a little high in the EA college football ratings. He was like 97, maybe 98. Really good tight end. LSU, Garrett Nussmeier's getting a lot of hype. We'll see what happens. This, I think, was afterwards. He got in a mail day. I think he said 45 shipped. Thought that was a decent deal. NDSU, that first game of the year, people are thinking that Colorado's going to get upset. They've got the talent. NDSU lost lots of the draft. I get it. They've been the FCS power, but I think Colorado gets that done, and I think there'll just be generally more hype for that. And then Travis Hunter Pink, I think is one of my favorite buys in Bowman. I think he's very undervalued just from the electricity standpoint, and now with EA college football, I think a lot of people are going to think he's super fun to play with, going both ways, whatever. So I think that was about $100. We'll see what the Mason Taylor can do. That's going to be kind of the key piece to make the profit, I guess. These two, maybe make a little bit, but I think the Mason Taylor is what kind of pushes us over the edge into some profit. But we'll see. I just don't think you can go wrong buying PSA 10s of two of the most popular guys in the game. You don't have to think that Colorado is good in the game, both EA college football and college football in general. But you don't have to think they're good. You don't have to think that Colorado sucks or is good, but they're liquid. People watch them everywhere. So that's my thought. This is from DC Sports 87. I've been creating a stack every week. I'm going to take a week off just because I'm traveling. I'll be in San Francisco. By the time you see this video, I'll be home. But I'll just be traveling and doing stuff and out and about. So I'm going to take this week off. I just checked out of my order yesterday. I had a big oops this week. So stay tuned for that mail day video coming soon. That was not my best stack, but this stack I think was pretty good. I think I'm pretty satisfied with this. Let's see, two more. See what I was thinking. I think I probably paid like $100. I usually average about $120 of spend when it comes to this. So this is, I'm gonna fix that. This is odd. I guess this must have been super cheap too. This was torn, but oops, maybe someone just inspected it for grading and then sent it out. Antoine Wells, I'm optimistic. Ole Miss, I'm buying Jackson Dart a ton. I think Antoine Wells, he had a foot injury, week whatever, 1 or 2 last year with South Carolina. Xavier Legette took over, but Antoine Wells was always the dude. Not a fan of, on the side, not a fan of Xavier Legette. Just 1 year breakout guys, similar to Brian Thomas. You saw that with like Quentin Johnston. You'll see a trend with those 1 year guys in the NFL. Not for me. So number to 5, I think I have 3 of 5, or maybe the other one was 3 of 3. I don't remember, but I like that parallel. It's cool. Stetson Bennett, Optic Hollow. I'm just buying. I mean, his stuff is like dirt cheap, and preseason is coming up. You just need him to have somewhat of a decent game, and there's going to be hype. So, and I imagine they're going to let him roll. They've got Jimmy G. You know, you kind of know what you have. You're going to get him meshed in with the offense. You're not going to play Stafford. I imagine Bennett, and if they drafted somebody else, they'll give him some time. But I think Stetson is, being out for most of last year is going to get the majority of the reps there. Tory Horton, yellow. This was a couple bucks. I bought a yellow sapphire, and then I saw this at auctions later. I think I paid like 11 for the yellow sapphire. I think I paid 7 for this. Tory Horton been getting a ton of hype this week with EA College Football. 91 overall, people are like, oh my God, people are going to find out who Tory Horton is thanks to this video game. And it's like, well, if you study the depth chart or the checklist and his production and kind of where he stands in the landscape of things, you know about Tory Horton. Kate Klubnik, I don't remember buying this. Was maybe like $3 or $4, just numbered purple. They, in theory, yes, they could beat Georgia. I would be very shocked, but I think they could give them a game, but I think the spread's at like 13 there. I'm not a Cade Klubnik guy, but just a cheap color match of a first, I'll take it. This, I was very surprised at how cheap it was and how I just won. I think it was like $1.25. Katron Allen, running back for Penn State. He is the more productive back of the two at Penn State with Nick Singleton. I think he's going by Nick now. He's been in Bowman for 2 years. Katron Allen has been the more productive back. Singleton just had a really strong freshman year. I mean, they both did. I think they're both the same year. And Allen is just slightly better in production. I still hold out hope for Nick Singleton. Just think that he's got it. But again, just I don't know. Allen has had a little bit more success. Hannah Hidalgo, gold to 50. Oh, numbers 8. 8? Yeah, just making sure it's not 3. Hannah Hidalgo, I think, is a great buy. I think I saw someone on Twitter, like she averaged, what is it, like, she averaged over 5, whatever, in a 4x5. Is that what it's called? I don't know. I think she averaged a 4x5 with like steals, rebounds, assists, points. So super cool. All-American. You know how I feel about her. Harold Perkins auto, just a base auto. Probably won this for $8 or $9. I can't imagine paying more than that. He is super hot. His prices are going up. I think hopefully relist that for 20, make, $7, $8. Sapphire, Carson Beck, and we'll see if any of this is gradable. We'll see. I don't know. Not optimistic, but if it happens, great. Carson Beck, been buying him. Sapphires, he's going to be on the number 1 team. I believe Georgia will make the playoffs. I believe they'll make the national championship game. If I were to pick today, way too early. Georgia, Georgia, Ohio State, I guess, but I kind of lean Oregon a little bit. I think Oregon's got a real shot there. That's what I'm going with, though. Dylan Gabriel for Heisman, though. I think that's where I kind of land there. Carson Beck Sapphire, 13 to 20 bucks, anywhere from there, but I think there's a real strong market for him. Being at Georgia, being likely the number one pick, just from a quarterback standpoint and from the draft standpoint, unless there's a quarterback that just rocks everyone's socks late in the process, like a Jaden Daniels. So you're looking at a Cam Ward, like a Caden Salter, a Donovan Smith, Garrett Nussmeier. I'm trying to think of any of those other guys who could kind of just randomly jump out of nowhere. JJ McCarthy, Yellow Sapphire. I think I paid up for this. I want to say like $22-ish, but I thought it was good. I think you could relist it for 40. Nice little color match. Michigan fans go crazy. Maybe he starts for the Vikings. I don't know what their situation is. I haven't really read anything about JJ McCarthy. I really couldn't care less, but just buying that just in case. LJ Cryer, Baylor Auto, 38 of 50 Inception. Nice product. I really appreciate it. It's not one that I think we need. I think it was like 7 cards, 100, and well, now it's probably more because there was Wemby, Kalen Clark, Juju Watkins has certainly climbed up. But I think I got this for like $1.25. One of the leading, I think he averages over 20 points a game for Houston now. Not great from a transfer jersey perspective, but send this to ComSeed, listed for $10. I paid $1, so I'll take the chance there. And then a lot of DeMarco Murray Atomic Crystals to 139. Just a rookie card. These were like $7 for the pair. I think I paid $3.50-ish. DeMarco Murray. He went Dallas from OU, went to Dallas, then Philly. He's the running backs coach somewhere, I think. Or he was at Tech. He was the running back coach for Texas, maybe? No, or Oklahoma? Or maybe he's in the NFL. He was the running back coach at Arizona for a year, 2 years, and then I think he went to Oklahoma after that. I don't know if he's still there. That would be a lot of coaching turnover, but I'm curious what he's up to. But rookie card, prominent running back in the day. Atomic Crystals is hard to come by, number to 139. It was $7. I think you could relist those for $9.99, even maybe $14.99. And get your money back there. And then it looks like I have a slab here. Caleb Love, purple mini diamonds to $3.99. I think it was like $10. Being in Arizona, again, I always say, it's local for a show and would be easy to shop. I don't go to shows anymore. I don't bring cards to shows to shop around and trade. But I just think Caleb Love and Mark Sears at Alabama and RJ Davis at UNC are probably the only 3 men's players I would buy. Just can score a lot. Point guards for, national contending teams. They're going to score over 20 points a game, I imagine. So that's really my play there. But again, just a PSA 10 for less than the cost of grading. I will take that. So again, a little stack here. I think I paid about 120-ish on that. Cheap Slabs, my favorite place to buy for sure. DC Sports 87. Ryan's Discord, I think a great place to buy. If you're interested, let me know. Links are down below, and I'll get you set up for your first month. And then just some random singles here. KC, Steve Smith. So cool stuff, fun stuff. If you enjoyed it, drop a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and we'll see you next video. Peace.